Well, hello there, world history students. This is Mr. Bates coming to you, and I wanted to quickly run through this PowerPoint with you. As I do so, hopefully you'll fill in some of your blanks on your study guide if you maybe didn't get them before. You were expected to finish up your study guide at the end of class on Tuesday, but before you take your quiz, I just wanted to go through this with you one more time, just to be on the safe side, making sure you're ready. Okay? So let me go ahead and show this slideshow full size, and that should do it for you. And let me just go through each slide with you real quick. And as we do, if you're missing any of the blanks on your study guide, you want to make sure that you fill them in, okay? Because you can use your study guide as you take your quiz. Here we go. Legacy of Greece and Rome. As a wrap-up task, complete the following notes to review and summarize your learning about legacy of Greece and Rome on democratic development. So, the big question that we're covering this whole semester is what factors led to the development of and expansion of democratic governments over the past 2,500 years. So, that's the big picture that we're keeping in mind this whole semester. Okay, and we start by looking at Greece and Rome here over the first 2 months or so of school. So, Greece, remember Greece in particular, the city state of Athens became the first democracy. Remember those words for democracy, demos kratos, come straight out of Greece. In Athens, every male citizen had the right to vote on every issue. This was called a direct democracy. So everybody would vote on everything. That's called a direct democracy. And that starts again in Athens over 2,500 years ago. Okay. So, next slide. Greek philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle helped develop the use of reason and logic. And this was key to the development of individual worth. By having people understand that they can use their own brain power to figure out problems and find solutions to problems, people start to realize, well, I can think for myself. I can do this. I don't just have to go by what other people say. And this is a key to the development of democracy. When people have knowledge, they then realize they have power. When they realize that they have the ability, then they value their own individual more highly, and so they use that reason and logic to make decisions about who has power over them. Okay, so Greece, Rome. For centuries, Rome was ruled by monarchs and kings, and eventually the Roman aristocrats were fed up with the royal rulers. Okay, once the Roman aristocrats overthrew the royals, they developed what's called a republic. And a republic is also called a representative democracy, which means that the people vote for the government leaders who make the decisions. Okay, so a representative democracy is also known as a republic. The way to remember that is rep, right? A representative democracy, also known as a republic, is where we vote for the people that then go and represent us. And this was begun in Rome. It is a democracy because we still express our power, but we express our power by voting for representatives. Okay. The Roman Republic had two classes of people with political power. They participated in the Senate, which shared power with the Roman ruler and the empire, or emperor. The patricians were the wealthy landowners. They made most decisions. These were the people that had a lot of power, the patricians. The plebeians were common people, farmers, craftsmen, and merchants. They did not have as much power. Okay. And this becomes an issue. Even though people have power and they're showing their power through this representative Senate, the patricians had more power because they had more money. And the plebeians were not all that happy about that. And this leads to the importance of the written law. Okay. Romans had a very key impact on the importance of written law. Early law codes before Rome included the Code of Hammurabi and the Ten Commandments. The plebeians, and this gets back to what I was just saying, the plebeians, the commoners of Rome, were upset that the patricians would interpret and change laws to fit the needs of the powerful alone. They would interpret and change laws to fit the needs of the powerful alone. And because of this, we come up with this thing called the 12 Tables of Roman Law. These laws were displayed publicly, which meant that all people were held to the same rule of law. And this is a key development in the development of democracy. Instead of people just doing whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted, instead of the powerful being able to change the rules, now we've got the laws and the rules written down, which is a key development. Later in history, the Byzantine ruler Justinian extended the legacy of Roman law by compiling or collecting the laws together into one written down Code of Justinian. The Code of Justinian once again showed the importance of rule of law and individual worth. In this way, the legacy of Greece and Rome is still with us today. And we wrapped up our learning on the Code of Justinian just last class. You remember last week on Friday, we spent time on the legacy of Roman law. Then again on Tuesday, with Miss Beckwith a few days ago, you studied specifically the Code of Justinian. And this is key because it extends it out more historically. Okay. Roman legacy is still with us to this day. And the Code of Justinian is a part of that because, again, it's written down law, people studying the law, people studying the way a law should work and government should work. And that is part of the legacy of Greece and Rome. Okay. So you'll see here the legacy of Greece and Rome, some of the major key words. We've already talked about some of those things. So I'm hoping that with this lecture, I've gone through it with you now. You've gone through it and you've filled in the blanks on your own. Hopefully, your study guide is complete and you are ready to take your quiz as we wrap up this important portion of our class. Okay, that's it, kids. Have a great day. Do well on the quiz, and we will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.